Yes, it is. And set us up for this next topic here.
Yeah, guys. So NFL.com decided to grade Andrew Berry's rookie class from 2023.
They graded all the NFL rookie classes.
Yeah, they graded everybody, but we landed at 23 with a class grade of C. And I want to know, do you guys think that's fair with all of our rookies that played today? I want to remind you that only one of them didn't start a game, and it was Siaki. Everybody else at least started one game.
Earl, do you want to start here?
Can I see the list?
Yeah, absolutely.
The top 5 was Houston number 1, Pittsburgh number 2. Anytime you want to throw it up, Steve, so I'm not going off tempo, it'll be phenomenal. Number 3 was the Rams. The Lions were 4, and Green Bay was 5. And then if you skip down to the next one, Steve, the teams by the Browns. So these are the classes in that same conversation with the Browns. New Orleans at 20, Minnesota at 21, Indianapolis at 22, the Browns at 23, and the New England Patriots at 24. So
I mean, I think an overall C grade when you combine every rookie is fair. I'm looking at the individual players on this list right now. I mean, Ronnie Hickman, Dawand Jones. Those are the dudes that I'm looking at that really had impact. Outside of that, ain't nobody else really do nothing at all. So, like, I think a C is warranted. A C is right where they should be.
G?
I could have went down a little bit long. Cedric Tillman didn't give me nothing. Dawand Jones was the one that made the hit, and he made the splash. But nah, man, I can't give it no higher than that. DTR, I know we like DTR. Cam Mitchell, okay, cool. Luke Wypler, yeah, nah. Listen, if they wanted to be cute, they could have gave him a C minus. If you really wanted to get cute about it, because Dawand Jones is like, okay, he played, but he didn't play the whole entire year. Some of the other kids got an opportunity, not kids, but they grown men, but you know, they got an opportunity. Some of the young guys got an opportunity to play, but it wasn't no Zay Flowers.
Yeah.
Like these other cats be getting dudes with thousands of yards and all these sacks, and we just be having, once again, medium sock game.
So when I first saw this article and Anthony sent it to me, I was like, a C? They had Dawand.
Yeah.
They had Hickman. 23rd, like how many rookie classes were better than hitting those two? So I went into the article and I read, and this is the exact quote by NFL.com on why they gave the Browns a C, why they were ranked where they were. And I quote, "Injuries hit the Browns rookie class hard. The C grade is a reflection on the overall lack of production, but I think most of the players have promise if they're able to stay healthy in year 2 for a team coming off a playoff berth." I 100% wholeheartedly agree with that evaluation and assessment. You look at the guys who played. Dawand was awesome when he played, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Got hurt, couldn't stay healthy. Tillman, he did play. Production was right? I mean, was anyone blown away by Cedric Tillman?
I don't think the production was good. I'm just going to call it for what it was.
But
I do.
He has flashes and showed promise, but
Dude got potential to be good. It just wasn't there. The route running is the biggest thing that he needs to work on this offseason.
And you see rookie
That's
receivers.
bad if that's what you do for. That's like being like, hey man, yeah, I'm a production guy. Hey, he need to work on his graphics though.
I mean, look,
Just do
everybody needs work.
96% of your job.
It's different.
But in his defense, though, we didn't see worse. Brian Robisky came here from Ohio State, which has always produced wide receivers before it was called wide receiver U. And your daddy was a wide receivers coach, and you couldn't get off the line of scrimmage. So I'll take Cedric Tillman's issues. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's teachable, and like I said, he showed flashes. But you see a lot of rookie receivers come in, have immediate impacts, and not just first-round picks, but guys all throughout the draft are able to come in and produce. Tillman had his opportunities. He wasn't on the same page with Flacco. I'm not selling my Tillman stock, but I'm certainly not buying it in the same with the same enthusiasm I was last year. Ike and McGuire didn't really get a chance to play. They were stuffed behind a talented defensive line rotation, so they get a pass. Cam Mitchell, I thought, looked pretty good against Chicago, but once again, behind the cornerbacks on the roster, tough to play. DTR looked okay before he got hurt, but once again, got hurt. Hickman may be the steal of the draft, but overall, like, we saw flashes from the group. Dawand Jones in stretches looked dominant. Ronnie Hickman, for a game or two, looked like one of the best safeties in football. Cam Mitchell made a phenomenal fourth down stop against Justin Fields in Chicago. Tillman, whatever. But on a week-to-week basis, the overall production just wasn't there. So I think a C isn't just fair. I I think it's kind of the perfect evaluation of the Browns' 2023 rookie class, with the caveat that if these guys can stay healthy, they should be bigger contributors and better players in year 2.
I mean, to that, for with that, all that being said, like, I'm interested to see what year 2 look like for Cedric Tillman. I think DTR is going to end up being a very good quarterback. I think Isaiah McGuire is going to be a good defensive end. Can't wait to see what what Ika will bring us. But like you said in the article, I mean, from the production we got, Hickman in 7 games and Dawand Jones in however many games he played, that's the cream of the crop. And so, like, if they were a B or a B plus, unfortunately, it's dropped down because everybody else did absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
So.
And injuries, I don't want to bring up the injury bug for the 10th time, but
yeah,
none of those guys.
Yo, Houston's rookie class was
it's good.
cooking.
It's good. G, what were you going to say?
Oh, well, yeah, they just need better. They got to have better talent. They just got to keep getting it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever way you're going to get it, like in the draft is, and people used to say back in the day that was our Super Bowl is the draft. What we're starting to learn now is, man, if it don't do you no good to have all the picks if you ain't hitting on some of them. And for the Browns because you said it earlier in the show, they're going to have to start rebuilding to a point where they're going to have to get some guys. Maybe a Luke Wypler is a guy that they can use to, piece here and there if they got to let one of the guards go. But they got to hit on some of these 3rd, 4th rounders or, they can't afford to just go get all free agents. They got to hit on some of these dudes.
Let me ask you guys this, and we'll move on to the Cavs. Which rookie from the 2023 class do you expect to take the biggest jump from the end of this season to the end of next season? Which player are we going to be like, rookie season was okay, but or even good to great? But which player takes the biggest jump from rookie season to sophomore
If
season?
Dawand Jones went from what he went to an all-pro, whether first or second team next year, it wouldn't surprise me at all. I think that dude played well enough to see how good he can be. I think he's seen a little bit of his own potential, and I think he'll be motivated behind that. That's the biggest steal of this entire draft, right? Because for the longest, he was touted as a first-round pick. You know how like at the end of the draft the previous year, they always show the big board for the next year. He was right there in the top 10 prospects, right up in there. So that dude can go from what he went to this year to an all-pro player next year.
Are you saying biggest steal in the draft for the Browns or just overall?
For the Browns.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll.
So take Jones up. He'd pick Jones. Pick someone else for the sake of this.
Let me see. I think Ronnie Hickman can start right now. I think if they said, you know what, Juan Thornhill, thanks for your contributions, but we're gonna move on with somebody younger, I wouldn't have no problem with Ronnie Hickman now. He just needs to keep his eyes in the right place and be more disciplined. But for him to play at that rate as an undrafted free agent, I think he's going to take another step too.
Only problem with that, though, because me and him had this conversation, the money really want to allow you to move on from Juan Thornhill into next year. Because even if you moved on from him past that June designation,
still paying a lot. Yeah.
I think you're still paying almost damn near like $11 million or something.
He'll be on that roster.
It makes
this
more
year.
sense to keep him.
Yeah, so.
If you want to move on. My guy, though, and maybe I'm infatuated with one game, and maybe I'm blinded by a 4th and 3 tackle on Justin Fields, but I think Cam Mitchell's a really good ball player. Like a really, really, really good ball player. And I'm not sure exactly what the Browns have in store this offseason. They have to make contract decisions on Greg Newsome. They have to start preparing for a Martin Emerson extension. Mm-hmm. He's on a great 3rd-round contract now, but that dude deserves to get paid and will get paid by somebody. I think Cam Mitchell's a guy that the Browns are going to have to take a deep, hard look at to see if he's capable of being able to step into that starting slot spot that Greg Newsome's currently occupying, or rotational on the outside. But he's a guy, I think, who got minimal time as a rookie. That could be a big factor in the secondary this season.
No hate. I mean.
Don't go there. I know where you're about to go.
Hate.
Don't go there.
You don't like Cam Mitchell?
No, I think Cam Mitchell.
I think he's really, really good.
I think he can play that position.
Are you going to say they're going to trade Newsome?
I think
that's the
that
replacement?
the only one of the biggest. See this. I've been eyeing this for a long time. When you gave the big contract to Denzel Ward, then when you got Emerson and you accidentally hit on him, and that happens in the league. Sometimes you get a 3rd-round guy, he's a gem, and all of a sudden he outplays where he was drafted at. Then you could draft a Greg Newsome. You say, ooh, we got to move you to the slot. Here's one thing I do know. There's no way all three of those guys are going to be on the roster, given them a premium position like corner, and given the fact that Greg Newsome is going to get offered a 5th year. So your thing, you got to decide, it's either Newsome or it's Emerson.
The decision is made.
And
The
it's already
decision
done.
is made. MJ Emerson, I think, can be elite. I'm trading Greg Newsome if I can to San Francisco. Give me Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah,
I know he's gonna have like a year left
they're
on
not
his
gonna
deal.
do that, but
This dude had a whole
Wait.
scheme ready.
No, look,
Dang.
look, just hear me out, y'all. Hear me out, right?
Dang,
Maybe I'm playing
GM.
bad right now.
Yes.
But I'm calling John Lynch. I'm like, hey, what's up, John? How you doing, bro? Nothing. I'm cooling.
what's up, baby?
I'm chilling. So
Nice, nice.
look. I know y'all just went to the Super Bowl, lost again, a pack.
I'm hanging up.
No, don't hang up. Just listen to me.
Hold on,
You got 30
Just listen to
seconds.
me.
30 seconds.
So I know you got some good DBs, man. But listen, you won't come up into some contract like situations
Yeah.
yourself. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and take Greg. Give me Brandon. You pay him. I pay Brandon. We just move on. Call it even. Cool.
Newsome and a 2nd-round pick for Ayuk.
I give you Newsome, and I give you a 3rd this year, or Newsome and a 3rd this year, or in the 4th next year.
Well, I got 3 other teams offering me a 1st. I need at least a 2nd this year.
I'm gonna call you back. I gotta talk to Jimmy first.
All right. I think that's the realistic Ayuk situation. They're going to get a 1st for him. But in general, if the Browns want to figure out a way to get into the 1st round or acquire a proven, legitimate talent at receiver, I think it's the Newsome 2nd-round pick combo. That is their most attractive trade combo they could put together to acquire some sort of talent. Is it worth it? I don't know who the player is. We'll see. But the 2nd-round pick plus Greg Newsome is their most attractive trade package.
And then I'm going to get that kid from Oregon in.
What about Cortland Sutton?
See, I don't.
Cortland
to me,
Sutton is a little older.
He's
He's a little
Yeah.
older. I get it.
Them Denver receivers.
I just don't like that. Yeah,
Them Denver receivers.
Hey man, Sutton catch touchdowns and he really
He
don't
does.
drop the ball, man.
he's big too, big guy. But we'll see. Ayuk though is worth it, 100%.
For sure. Now, look, I got my boy thinking.
No, I would do it in a heartbeat. I wouldn't think. I think Ayuk's an absolute freaking stud, 1st-team All-Pro. Like, and he's 25.
Yeah.
You do that. Like Sutton's not 1st-team All-Pro. I'm not sure if Newsome plus. a
No,
2nd
I'm just saying,
is
but
worth it.
hey, listen.
I am all for it. If the Browns have some way of acquiring Brandon Ayuk this offseason, I'm all in. Ant, what's up?